Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bill Burr. Big story. Now we're hearing the love child is what, in college? I mean,
14.
His age gets
it was 10.
older every day.
Now
we're up to 14.
14-year-old. And the pictures look exactly like a young Arnold.
What's your take on this? Because we're basically saying, what a pig.
The woman's a slob.
She's a fucking pig.
It's a little reckless.
Yeah, a tad reckless.
Look,
even the younger version of her is
but here's
rough
the thing.
to look at.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, she did some things to him that his wife never did.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, figure that out.
You know what? I thought that was actually. I didn't say it said TMZ. I thought that was actually writing on her dress, like some new style of clothes. What do I think? Who hasn't? Shit where you eat. We've all done it. The next day, woken up going, "Good Lord, my two worlds have just collided. How am I gonna finesse this one?" But this guy, I was saying to Jim, he took shitting where you eat to the end.
Yeah.
I don't know where you go beyond that.
Mm-hmm. That's as close as you can get, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was at the house talking with the wife.
The wife was commiserating about Arnold's affairs with her.
Really?
She was complaining he has affairs, and the woman's like, well, it's just the way he is. And I guarantee
Can
Maria
you believe that? Well, yeah, believe it or not, I can.
Yeah, Maria Shriver probably said one thing that made this woman want to fuck him. Like, he just can't. I mean, his big Austrian cock is so thick. I don't know how anybody takes it. That lady's little light in her head with all
If
the
she
gold.
was the house person there, that means when she had a kid, at some point, what's her name, Maria?
Yeah.
She probably held the baby and took a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had them 5 days apart. They had kids 5 days apart.
Actually, there is a picture of her holding the other kid.
Oh, looking at the face, just kind of going like, that's, that jaw's awful wide.
Baby had a little flat top and sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Kid's
the Terminator.
Oh, Chip. Oh, fucking Chip.
Well, now our pal Ian Halpern's saying there could be up to six women or 6 other children.
6 other children, I think.
I think you can't judge somebody for doing some shit like that until you've been in their position with that level of temptation. I think it's very easy to be an out-of-shape slob shuffling to and from your cubicle, being like, "You believe that piece of shit?" I saw this thing one time. Russ Maneve told me about this show. They were showing people who won the lottery. And how
it's the greatest show.
How it ruined their lives. There was this guy.
One after another.
Big slob. Worked at like a Home Depot or something, married his high school sweetheart, love of his life. One of these great guys. If he died, straight to heaven, express lane. Right? Never did anything bad. He wins the lottery. All of a sudden, the hottie at Home Depot, or whatever the fucking place was, starts paying attention to him, and he didn't know how to handle it. Next thing you know, he starts banging her. He gets caught. His wife goes, "It's over." He goes, "Fine." He moves out. And after 3 days, he's like, "What am I doing?" So he calls her up to get her back, and the wife says, "Go fuck yourself." And then he hangs up all dejected, and then she goes, "What am I doing?" So then she drives over there to reconcile with him, and by the time she got over there, the guy killed himself.
Holy shit.
Okay? This guy stepped into Schwarzenegger's world for like 3 weeks, and he couldn't handle it.
He couldn't take it.
He offed himself.
And Schwarzenegger, for 14 years...
This poor bastard has had to live with his fame and power.
Yeah.
For 30 years. He's
Poor
a victim.
Guy.
He's a victim.
Why not play it safe there, Bill Burr? That's my question. Wear a bag or maybe pull out. Make sure you're not getting women pregnant.
Because, look, the same way old people still say colored instead of African American, this guy is not going to wear a bag. He came up in the 60s and 70s. There was nothing. You got a shot in the ass, you were fine. He's just living by the old rules.
old school rules, man.
And probably in the end, he doesn't
bag.
give a shit. He probably didn't even fucking like Maria Shriver.
It's the kids involved, though. Oh,
that was a marriage of convenience for his political career.
I'm thinking.
You have to understand what this guy accomplished in his life and how just invincible he must feel.
Yeah.
There's no way a guy who talks like he talks should become a movie star. A love interest.
How did he do that?
Could do a movie with Danny DeVito and it's a huge hit. None of it makes sense. And then becomes governor.
Right.
My fellow Americans.
California.
He probably said comrade during his fucking political speeches, and he still got elected. Why wouldn't he think he could go raw and bang his fucking housewife? We will have a kid and you will shut up.
And she did.
And she did. And they fired her, and that's why she was threatening to talk, and that's why it broke. I forget why he had to tell.
Why did he fire her?
Yeah.
I think that it was, Maria wanted her fired. Because of, she knew, she found out. I wonder if the kid was just looking too much like him and people were starting to know. There's something happened, something got set in motion where the fucking lady was going to talk.
All he had to do is sit down with her and just say, look, she found out. So obviously, just out of respect for her, this is how it's going to go down. All right. I'll make a big show out of it. I'm going to fire you, but you're still on the payroll.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right. I'm going to take care of you and our kid. I love our kid. Just say all the shit you guys say.
Set you up at a nice place.
You can't. Once women feel like the gravy train is over, that's when they make their next business move, which nowadays is to write the book. To go on TV. You know it's coming.
Yeah, the dejected, scorned woman. Yeah. Well, she'll say some shit.
I bet she photoshopped Schwarzenegger's head on a picture of Tiger Woods and sent it to him. Get ready for the next week.
You want this?
But they would fuck unprotected in the house during the day. It was an ongoing thing. I actually feel bad for his wife because she remembers every conversation she had with that woman.
I don't feel bad
about his cheating.
She knew. She's stupid for fucking hanging in there like that. She knew. Yeah. She had to know years ago.
Yeah, she knew.
So why the fuck did she stay in it?
Because she had kids.
Because she wanted to be. Nah, that's bullshit. I think it had more about the power of the whole thing.
But she left. No, she's a Kennedy,
man.
I think there is
Kennedy.
I think that's a good point. There's an element of so I'm going to leave this guy. But she's a Kennedy though, so she does have money.
She's not impressed by power. She's like.
I don't know about
but she left her whole career and shit.
But that's what I'm saying. She left a very prestigious job to be with him. She loved him.
Governor of California. That's way the fuck up there.
She was with him before that. She was with him for 20 years, 25 years. But he was just a movie actor. Yeah. Like, she loved this guy. She's a fucking Kennedy, man. They're used to powerful people.
I think the love left that relationship a long time
Maybe. And she knew he was cheating, too. She knew.
I think it's a world we don't understand. It's a whole power thing. And sure, she's a Kennedy, but you want to keep that power going. And maybe that would fuck up the Kennedy power, that she was that this happened to her. So maybe she was hoping that she could keep it all together. You know what I mean?
I think Kennedy. I think Schwarzenegger was just like a fan of politics. And he was like fascinated with the Kennedys. That's probably why he married her. Kind of like Nick Cage married like Elvis's daughter.
You know.
And I think can I wear his blue suede shoes?
Yeah. And I think
can I go upstairs at Graceland? You just like got such a fan.
Take a dump on the death toilet.
Yeah. Then he sees the toilet. He's like, oh, I gotta fuck her forever now.
Let me ask you this: why are
once the tour's over? God, I married her.
Why are the Clintons still married? It's a power thing. They're not in love with each other, but they know they're better. Their careers are better if they're still married.
I think they're two peas in a pod. How would you say it? Two peas in the
2 peas in a pod.
In the pod.
In the pod.
Yeah, I think they're the exact same. They choose. They choose the whole political thing. It's better for us to stay together.
That's way more important than the love aspect of this whole fucking thing. And I think there's some of that at play here with Maria Shriver. I really do.
Well, she actually got to run for president just because she was married to one. It was one of the most hilarious things ever.
Right. Hillary never would have fucking been able to do that.
Right.
Yeah, if I watch a plumber fix my sink, should I then just be a plumber?
You're a plumber.
I stood next to him when he fixed it.
You're qualified.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. This is one of the worst speeches I ever saw.
No, the worst is I'm something long way. What would she say? Was she spoken to the black congregation? Did you ever hear that?
She was trying to.
Oh, is it bad?
Add in a little southern
you know
black
how
twang.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh, she's fucking horrendous.
Yeah. Never something.
Something tired.
I like when she gave that speech and she goes, if she comes to, she want to run for whatever the fuck she ran for here in New York. She had a big Yankee fan hat on. She goes, I've always been a Yankee fan.
Senator Clinton and her campaign took a trip down south, and apparently so did her accent. Listen to this.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from.
Is she quoting a speech?
Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. And the chair of all the mayors in the country, Mayor Palmer from Trenton, New Jersey.
Wow, that travel in the world,
phony.
But that travel in the world has fucked her up. She doesn't sound or look anything like that anymore.
There's not a genuine bone in her fucking body.
No.
There's not a genuine bone in her fucking body.
Or her husband's bone.
But no, she's this picture.
It's a joke about
fucking
her
picture of feminism and strength, and all she did was stay married to a guy who dumped loads on everybody but her.
And
she's your idiot friend who just took shit.
And like Bill said, because she was married to a president, she got to run for president. That happens in politics all the time. When one of these guys dies, all of a sudden their wife becomes the congressman.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's fucked
like
up.
Like Sonny Bono's wife
is a classic
example. She still is.
You don't want to get life insurance as a politician.
Right.
It's not only are they going to get money, they're going to get a great job.
Get your gig.
But how does that make sense?
I want to go up to the thing and say stuff and have people clap. I also think it's time to get this country back to work. I can do that. All you have to do is read it off the thing.
But why do they allow that?
I like parades.
Ridiculous.
They allow that in that world.
It makes no sense.
Dude, why is it a national story? Donald Trump announces that he's not going to run for president. Like he was this legitimate candidate.
That was ridiculous.
Jimmy had the great take on it where he, sacrificed. You had a great take on it.
I don't remember.
Just basically where
I can't run because they're going to take away my TV show.
Right, instead of running instead of running the free world, he'd rather tell some fucking third-rate celebrity they're fired.
Yeah, watch celebrities make fucking pound cake.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot. So is everybody who rallies to his aid.
Did he basically say the country needs him? It's time. He needs to fucking turn this thing around.
This country is bankrupt, and I've gone bankrupt many times this year.
I know how it is.
I know what it's like to be bankrupt. I know how to get out of it.
But I'd rather have a cupcake making contest with fucking third-rate celebrities.
Did you ever hear this expression, Neil Brennan? I was talking to Neil Brennan, and he was just talking. He was talking about like how certain rich people act, and he made a good point. Like people who are, he goes, yeah, someone's born on third base and they act like they hit a triple. Like, talking about like children of privilege. I thought, what a great way to fucking phrase it. I don't know if that's Neil's expression, but I'm like, what a fucking great way to say that is. God, I wish I thought of that.
Yeah, that would be, that's him in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happened there, Jimmy? I daydreamed halfway through that.
That's okay.
It happens on the show.
Believe me, things I've been saying, everyone should be daydreaming. As soon as my mouth opens, it's nap time for the audience.
You had to say it the second time, and then I actually got it. I think I'm a little overtired here.
Yeah, a little punchy.
Why? You go out last night?
No, I'm just on
LA time?
West Coast time. I couldn't fall asleep till 2 a.m.
Because you were excited about doing the show, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I always get excited.
That fucking happened. I slept yesterday
I always get excited
too late.
to see you guys. I come in, I shake your hands like I'm running for fucking office.
I know. I am Bill Burr.
Bill Burr from the 5th District. How are you?
I think it's time for change.
My blue or red tie.
Yeah.
No, and then you'd start telling me about the hardship of your life, and I know there's cameras there, so I just sort of strike some pose that'll make it look like I'm really listening.
Well, I've been out of work now for quite a few months, and it's hard raising a family on unemployment.
Now I reach out, I put my hand on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Everybody takes the pictures. Yeah.
We just want work. We just want an honest day's work for an honest day's wage.
You see, I have a blue tie on. That means I care about you.
I see that. Thank you. Hey, you got my vote.
Okay.
Gonna get my jobs. Get America working again. And the thumbs up.
Thumbs up, and I get back in my Lincoln Town Car stretch limousine. I told you guys that story that time I met Bill Clinton.
No.
I tell you that he was coming to town. He was giving a speech, and my brother wanted to go. He wanted to go down there, and I was like, dude, I want to go. He's like, nah, come on, it's going to be great. So he gets me and one of my other buddies, the biggest fucking pothead ever. We could give a shit. I'm hungover. So we head down there, and we're all he wanted to do was see the motorcade go by with the Secret Service. So we're standing there waiting, and as it's coming down the street, it gets about 50 yards away from us, and it makes a left down this alley. And I'm like, great, yeah, that was fucking awesome. So he goes into some like woman's college or something to go to make a speech. So my brother's like, all right, this will take like 45, 50 minutes. I'm gonna go grab a slice, then we'll see it drive by. So we're standing like, dude, this is fucking ridiculous, right? Brother leaves to go get a slice of pizza. Like fucking, I swear to God, 8 minutes later, crowd starts going crazy. Clinton starts walking down the street. It's him, Ted Kennedy, and they do like this impromptu, just shaking hands with people. And the Secret Service is freaking out, going, everybody keep your hands up. Have your hands up where we can see them. We're probably about 3 deep, standing behind these police barricades. And he came walking by, and he didn't say a fucking word. He had both hands. This is going to be bad radio bit. He had both hands in the air and this smile on his face with his mouth open like, yeah, like he was going, oh. That's what he looked like. But he wasn't saying anything. And I'm looking at the guy going, this guy's fucking retarded.
It's just,
right?
Just a photo.
But then the next day in the paper, he looked like $1 million. He had his hand up and he was like, he was laughing with all of us.
Oh, shit.
He put both hands in the air like he was going to, like, you know, give me a fucking high 10, I guess. And then he just had his mouth open. He just struck a pose.
And he knew that would look great in a still photo.
And walked right down. Dude, he looked like he had an aneurysm, but somehow could still walk. And softest fucking hands ever.
Really?
And then Ted Kennedy came by, dude, with this giant microwave head. And I'm just thinking, how did he not get assassinated? This shit, a 5-year-old could take this dude out from fucking across the river.
Shit. You shook Clinton's hand.
I more like high five.
Oh, cool.
He just walked down like you scored a goal. You know, and everybody just and he just had a. That's all he did.
And he looked retarded.
Where was your brother?
Like he was on Skype and his face froze. That's basically it. And he just was walking down the thing.
There it is. Look at that.
Look at it.
Yeah, that was it. That was exactly it. That's his look. Mouth a little bit open, smiling.
He figured that shit out a long time ago.
Yeah, because when you talk, then
hysterical.
you're gonna have like that twisted. You know, you can't talk during a picture.
So you freeze your face, walk, and the still picture in the paper looks great, no matter where you are.
Yeah, because they always want to use the one picture where you look like shit.
Yeah. So here's the best part.
That.
Here's the best part. So this all goes down in like 20 seconds. They jump in the motorcade and drive away, and within like a minute, all is left is those little police horse things. You know, stay behind it. You know, and then some litter. And we're standing there going, oh, fuck. And then my brother comes back with a slice of pizza. And he goes, he goes, did I miss it? And we're like, yeah. Dude, we shook his hand.
You really
He goes, fuck you. And he didn't believe me, but then he saw my pothead friend. He was doing like this sort of side gallop in a circle, high out of his mind, going, I shook it twice. There it is. There's his face.
He knows how to do the face.
Make the face.
Because it looks like he's either listening or answering or being good-natured. He is a smart guy, man.
Reaching out to the people.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, he's not a dumb guy.
I need to make a connection.
And they tell the crowd to keep their hands up, huh?
Probably on a fucking walk like that.
This is pre-9/11.
Wow.
When a president could be like, I'm going for a stroll.
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk a little bit.
Gerald Ford tried it.
Press the flesh. Yeah, Ford tried it. And Squeaky didn't like
and there was somebody with a gun. Like, that's why they're so afraid of letting you walk. He tries to walk, and there's somebody with a gun on the fucking... Yeah. He was supposed to be in a car.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
That's a great story.
Hey, what would happen if you yelled gun?
Oh,
as a practical joke.
Shit.
You're just doing the Clint Eastwood impression. Gun!
Gun! You would be so
just to watch people in suits hitting the pavement.
Oh, you would be so fucked.